Hello, welcome to my channel. In this module, we will learn how to read and write a file in Python. Let's talk about reading and writing files in Python. Open function returns a file object and is most used with two arguments, open file name and mode. The first argument is a string containing the file name. The second argument is another string containing a few characters describing the way in which the file will be used. And the mode can be R when file will only be read, W for only be writing, and A opens for appending. Now I will log into Python interpreter and I will show you how to create a file and write a file and then read the file. Now I open Python interpreter. If we want to create a new file, so we need to write just f equal, or you can write any letter A or B, anything. So we just need to define f equal open parenthesis. I will just say text file1 dot text, and I'm creating a new file and enter. Now I want to append a text to this new file that we just created. Just say f equal open, mention file name, text file1 dot text, double quotes A, and enter. Now we can write. I will just say f dot write. Now I'll say welcome to Python world. So we can write. We can start programming. Now this is length of our text. Now I will close this file. Now if we want to read the file, so I will say f equal open parenthesis and mention the file name, text file1 dot text, and enter a read mode or and enter. Now we need to call this function f dot read. Now here we can see that welcome to Python world. We can start programming. If we want to check list of files that exist here in the directory, so I will say import os and say os.list directory. Now we can see that all the files existing here, demo file1, and we can see also text file1 that we just created. Here we can see that text file1 text. So if I want to remove a file, I will just say os.remove, open parenthesis and double quotes, and just type a demo file2 dot text, enter. Now let's check if this file deleted this directory. Now we don't see that file existing anymore. We just deleted that os.remove and then file name. This is how we can delete a file. Now if you want to create a new file, if it is not already existing, so and we can use that X command to create, open and file name, and use the X to create a new file. So we need to add parameter a to append the text to the file. Now, if we have a file in our local directory, in our local machine, how to read that file in Python? So we can read that file. So I already have a file in my local machine. So now I want to read that file. So I will just say f equal open, and we need to enter that file name and wherever the location, and enter to backslash and the file name and the parameter or to read that file. Now enter. Let's call this function fread. Now we can see that data. This is what existing in my file movies data. Now I want to talk about read only parts of the file. By default, that read method returns the old text, but we can also specify how many characters we want to return. Let's say if we want to return only first 4 characters of the file, we can do that using f equal open and enter the file name that we created, text file1 dot text, and enter the parameter or. Now we need to say print f dot read. Now we want to read only first 4 characters of the file. Just enter 4. Now we can see that. Welcome. Example, let's see what we have, the complete text in that file. Print f dot read. So now we see that remaining text in this file. Say f dot close. Now let me open this file again and see what we have. Text file1 dot text, enter parameter or. Let's say f dot read, call this. Welcome to Python world, we can start programming. Here if we see that print f dot read for, it returns only first 4 characters of the file. And after that I say print f dot read, and then it returns remaining text of the file. And also it's a good practice to close the file when we are done with it. We can close the file when we finish with it. We can just say f dot close. Now the file is closed. And if we want to delete a file, we can just use os.remove and the file name. And if to avoid getting any error while deleting file, we can check if the file exists before we try to delete it. And we can just say if os.pipe, if the os.path.exists and the file name os.remove, else just print the file not exist. So I will just say if os.path.exist text file1 text, then remove that file. If it doesn't exist, just enter that else statement. Now let's check os.list directory. Now we don't see that file, text file dot text, because we just deleted using this if condition. So far we learned in this session how to create a new file in Python, how to append text to the new file, how to write a file in Python, and how to delete a file in Python. So how to return just a few characters from the file, and how to read a file from our local machine. If you have any questions on these reading and writing files in Python, please post in the comments. If you like this video, please subscribe and share the channel. Thank you.